Peace, family. It's your brother, Marc Lamont Hill. Nikki Haley is in a two-person race against Donald Trump for the Republican nomination. Calling it a race at this point, honestly, though, is kind of generous because she is getting destroyed. Nikki Haley has lost in Iowa by a record margin. Nikki Haley has gotten destroyed in New Hampshire, despite that being a promising place for her. And now she's going to South Carolina, her home state, but it still doesn't look good. So Nikki, or should I say Nimarata Randawa, I am going to offer you some advice. Please, please drop out of the race. Here's why. Nikki, Nimarata, you're polling at 25%. Donald Trump is in the 60s.
You in danger, girl.
That means that you have no chance of winning in your state just based on the raw numbers. But it's not crazy to keep going and hope against hope that you could win and pull out a victory because something crazy could happen. But here's the problem. Every time something crazy does happen, every time Donald Trump says something wild or gets another accusation or gets put into court, his numbers just go up. This Republican base doesn't care about dignity or character or competence. They just want Donald Trump. But you still might say, well, what do I have to lose? Well, here's what you have to lose. If you go into your home state, the place that made you, the place where you're supposed to have the strongest foothold, and you throw up a zero, you come off with no votes or a very small number of votes, less even than the 25 you're polling at now. Let's say you pull 10%. That means you're dead in the water politically moving forward because they're going to say she couldn't even pull her own state. It's going to be used as a cudgel against you for the rest of your political career. And here's the thing. You have a political future if you just play it right now. And how do you sustain your political future right now? Is not being on the bad side of Donald Trump. Look, I get it. You shouldn't be kissing Donald Trump's butt. You shouldn't be afraid of Donald Trump. That's the problem with Republicans right now. They're all afraid of Donald Trump. And so they didn't want to run against him or they didn't want to swing on him when they ran. So I get why you're standing. I appreciate your courage. But you ain't them. Nimarata, you are an Indian woman in the South. And they're always looking for reasons to box you out. When you ran for governor the first time, they were calling you racist names like raghead. They were coming out with the ugliest stories about you. Two people said they had affairs with you. They were lies. They were all lies. But they still did it because they know that people are skeptical of brown people and they're skeptical of women in politics. So you got to play this right if you want to be a star on the Republican side. And being a star right now means bowing out. You don't even have to endorse Trump. You could have just said nothing. But what you can't do is keep this fight going because you can't win. You're going to tick off the base. And this is a vindictive base that even 4 years from now, when Donald Trump isn't in the political landscape anymore, they're still going to remember that you were his enemy. And Donald Trump is a petty bee. So 4 years from now, he's going to be telling people who to vote for. He's going to want to be a kingmaker or queen maker. And it won't be you if you stay on his bad side. So that's just some free advice, Nikki Haley, Nimarata Wandawa, so that maybe you can have a successful political future. But if you keep fighting, don't get mad when it don't work out the way you want it to. You're welcome. All right, family, if you want more content like this, go to Marc Lamont Hill official YouTube channel. Whenever you want, hit the subscribe button. Of course, hit the like button. Also, click that little bell so that you can get updates on when we put new content out. And if you're so inclined, hit the join button and become a member of the Marc Lamont Hill official family. Peace.